Scene 3. The Spirit of Christmas Past. The hour is struck again by a large street clock, and the first spirit appears. It is dressed to look like a little girl's doll.
Are you the spirit whose coming was foretold to me?
I am.
Who and what are you?
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
Long past?
Your past.
Why are you here?
Your welfare. Rise. Walk with me.
I am mortal still. I cannot pass through air.
My hand. Scrooge grasped the spirit's hand tightly, and the doll's bell rings softly. Scrooge remembers a scene from his past in which two boys greet each other in the street. Hello, Jack. Ben. Merry Christmas, Ben.
Jack Walton.
Young Jack Walton. Spirits. Have a good holiday, Jack.
Yes, I remember him. Both of them. Little Ben Benjamin, he used to.
See you next term, Jack.
Next term. They're off for the holidays and going home from the school. It's Christmas time. All of the children are off home now. No, not at all. There was one.
The spirit motions for Scrooge to turn, and he sees a young boy playing with a teddy bear and talking to it.
Yes, reading, poor boy.
What, I wonder?
Reading? Well, it was nothing. Fancy, all fancy and make-believe and take me away, all of it. Yes, nonsense.
Ali Baba.
Yes, that was it.
Genie, take me to the gate of Damascus.
Yes, O master, and jewels I shall bring you, and gold and myrrh and frankincense.
And they put him down. Do you remember that silly one at the gate of Damascus in his underdrawers, asleep?
Yes, the genie turned the Sultan's groom upside down and stood him on his head. Served him right, I say.
And all the thieves, and the jars of oil. Scrooge pretends to stab the jars of oil with a scimitar.
Yes, running them through this and this and this for each of you.
Yes, and remember Robinson Crusoe.
And the parrot.
Yes, the parrot, I love him best.
With his stripy green body and yellow tail drooping along and couldn't sing ack, but couldn't talk, and a thing like lettuce growing out of the top of its head, and he used to sit on the very top of the tree up there.
And Robinson Crusoe sailed with the island, and he thought the parrot said,
Robinson Crusoe, where have you been? Ah, Robinson Crusoe, where have you been?
And Robinson Crusoe looked up in the tree and saw the parrot and knew he hadn't escaped, and he was still there, still all alone there.
Poor Robinson Crusoe.
Poor Robinson Crusoe.
Poor child. Poor child.
Why poor?
Fancy.
He tries to mask his feelings by being impolite.
It's his way, a child's way, to lose being alone in dreams. Dreams never matter if they're all nonsense. Yes, nonsense. But he'll be all right. Grow out of it. Yes, he did outgrow it. The nonsense. He became a man and left there, and he became a man and, yes, successful, rich.
The sadness returns.
Never matter.
Fan, Scrooge's sister, runs in and goes to Child Scrooge.
Fan?
Brother. She kisses Child Scrooge. Dear Fan, dear Fan. I've come to bring you home for good and ever. Come with me, come now. She takes his hand and they start to run off, but the spirit stops them and signals for the light of them to fade. They look at the spirit, aware of the role in the spirit's education of Scrooge.
Let me watch them go. Let them be happy for a moment.
The spirit says nothing. Scrooge turns away from them, and the light goes out.
A delicate, delicate child. A breath might have withered her.
She dies a woman and had, as I remember, children.
One child.
Your nephew.
Yes, Fred, my nephew.
Scrooge pauses, then tries to bluster through.
Well, all of us have that, haven't we? Childhood, sadness, but we grow and we become men, masters of ourselves.
The spirit gestures for the music, Fezziwig's party, to begin. It is heard first as from a great distance, then Scrooge becomes aware of it.
I've no time for it, spirit. Music and all your Christmas nonsense. Yes, I've learned what you have to show me.
Fezziwig, young Ebenezer, and Dick appear, busily preparing for the party.
Yo-ho there, Ebenezer, Dick. Fezziwig, it's old Fezziwig that I apprenticed under.
Your master?
Oh, yes, the master that any boy could have. There's Dick Wilkins. Bless me, he was very much attached to me, was Dick. Poor Dick, dear. Yo-ho, my boys, no more work tonight. Christmas Eve, Dick. Christmas, Ebenezer. Let's have the shutters up before man can say Jack Robinson.
The music continues, chandeliers are pulled into position, and mistletoe, holly, and ivy are draped over everything by bustling servants. Dancers fill the stage through Fezziwig's wonderful Christmas party. In the midst of the dancing and the laughter, servants pass back and forth through the crowd with huge platters of food. At a pause in the music, young Ebenezer, who is dancing, calls out, "Mr. Fezziwig, sir, you're a wonderful master."
A wonderful master. A wonderful master.
The music changes suddenly, and the dancers jerk into distorted postures, and then begin to move in slow motion. The celebrants slowly exit, performing a ghoulish dance to the jarring sounds. Just because he gave us a party, it was very small.
Small?
He spent a few pounds of your mortal money, 3, 4 at the most. Is that so much that he deserves this praise?
But it wasn't the money. He had the power to make us happy, to make our service light or burdensome. The happiness he gives is quite as great as if it had cost a fortune. That's what a good master is.
Yes.
No, nothing.
Something, I think.
I should like to be able to say a word to my clerk just now, that's all.
But this is all in your past. Your clerk Cratchit couldn't be here.
No, of course not. An idle thought. Are we done?
Motioning for the waltz music to begin. Nearly. Hearing the waltz and remembering it.
Surely it's enough. Haven't you tortured me enough?
Young Ebenezer is seen waltzing with his sweetheart. I only show the past what it promised you. Look, another promise.
Oh yes, I had forgotten her. Don't they dance beautifully? So young, so young. I would have married her, if only.
Can you love me, Ebenezer? I bring no dowry into my marriage, only me, only love. It is no currency that you can buy and sell with, but we can live with it, can't you? She pauses, then returns the ring to Scrooge, gave her as his pledge. I release you, Ebenezer, for the love of the man you once were. Will that man win me again, now that he is free?
If only you had held me to it. You should not have let me go. I was young. I did love you.
We have never lied to one another. May you be happy in the life you have chosen. Goodbye. She runs out. Young Ebenezer slowly leaves.
No, no, it was not meant that way.
You cannot change now that you were not changed then. I am your mistakes, Ebenezer Scrooge. All the things you could have done and did not.
Then leave me. I have done with them. I shall live with them, as I have, as I do, as I will.
There is another Christmas 7 years ago, when Marley died.
No, I will not see it. I will not. He dies. I could not prevent it. I did not choose for him to die on Christmas Day.
And when his day was chosen, what did you do then?
I looked after his affairs.
His business.
Yes, his business, mine. It was all I had, all that I could do in this world. I had nothing to do with the world to come after.
Then I will leave you.
Not yet. Don't leave me here. Tell me what I must do. What of the other spirits?
They will come.
And you? What of you?
I am always with you. Scrooge numbly heads to bed. Signal the chiming of Scrooge's bell. Scrooge sits upright in bed as he hears the chime.
1 minute until 1. No one here. No one's coming.
A larger clock strikes 1 o'clock.